fun, less overpowering.
Yeah, everything had the right liquid. It was moist enough. The whole thing was moist enough.
And finally, of our 7 burgers.
7 burgers.
I had La Biquette, which was a bison burger with goat cheese, red onions, arugula, and a fig and raspberry demi-glaze. I'm not the biggest fan of figs.
No.
What do you think of figs?
My only experience has really been with fig Newtons, and I'm not a big fan of those.
Those aren't so bad.
I can eat one.
When was the last time you had a fig Newton?
Many years ago, but I'm not going to eat them.
I haven't had one since the 90s, I don't think.
Okay, but I couldn't see myself eating them like a box of Oreos. You get Oreos; those Oreos are gone.
No,
box of fig Newtons will last me.
Yeah, we've talked in early episodes about my problems with Oreos. I can't buy them. It's a bad idea. It's like if I buy a thing of Oreos, there are like 3 rows in the box.
Yeah, 2
are gone that night, and that's because I'm being reasonable.
Yeah, that's you like withholding yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
They should have a photo of you at grocery stores. Don't sell to this man.
Recovering Oreoholic.
Yeah, and there'd definitely be a picture of you coveting boxes
just
of
like
Oreos.
crumbs all over my face and shirt.
Oh my goodness.
So yes, this was a bison, goat cheese, red onion, arugula, fig and raspberry demi-glaze. I really liked this burger. The bison, I would have preferred if it was a beef burger. Yeah. I mean, the contents really team well with bison, but the bison patty, although I don't feel this is always the case, was drier than the beef. Okay. And like a little gamier than the beef. Like it chewed different. It broke apart different in my mouth than the beef did. Okay. I was a little disappointed with that. And I know that can happen, but I feel like usually for bison you cook it a little less because it's got less fat to it. So you want to make it a little bloodier so that it stays juicy. And that wasn't really the case here. No. The goat cheese gave it a nice creaminess. The red onions gave it that sort of... I like onion. I like red onion. It gives it sort of a... I don't even know how to describe that taste. It's like almost spice, where it's that sharp red onion flavor. It's not spice, but it's like a radish, Like it's got that...
Sure. Yeah, I can get behind it. I don't know how to explain it either.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a strong onion
oniony
taste. Yeah.
Strong onion taste. Like maybe a radish or a red onion. The arugula gave it a nice earthiness to balance out the creaminess of the goat cheese and the sharpness of the red onion. Fig and raspberry demi-glaze gave a little sweetness. This had it hit a lot of different spots for me that really worked. I love onion. I like sweets with my meats. And the creaminess of the goat cheese. This was my favorite of the batch. If it was beef, it would have scored better. Matthew, we're gonna have to rate these burgers.
And I was wondering, I wonder how you're gonna score
it. Are
we
rating them individually, or are we rating?
Oh goodness, no, we got to rate it
batch?
as a big old batch because I feel like there's not that they're cooking them all the same. Yeah, they're cooking them the same. They're putting this little accoutrements that you get separately on them. I mean, aside from like the octopus one.
Oh, the toppings on the...
Yeah, it's just the same thing dressed up a bunch of different ways.
They did give us a little like decoration on the plate that was like some like sprouts or something. I don't know what it was. It was like a little, like a gram of greenery that I didn't touch. I basically ignored.
No. Some of it touched my burger and almost clinged onto it when it went up to my mouth, and I had to shake it off. I don't know what you are, and I don't want you in me. So,
all right. So, okay, hold on, Matthew. Before we get to rating their burgers, let's take a little pause from burger talk.
Yeah.
So, Matthew, on our way back from the restaurant today, coming back here to record, I saw a machine that caught my eye. There was a big orange box in the Metro with a window and plenty of oranges sitting on top. And I was like, is that just an orange vending machine? You go put in $1 and you get an orange? Like, what weird world do we live in? Let me go check this out.
Very like health conscious world. Everyone needs some vitamin C.
Yeah, and it's wintertime. People are getting the flu. Vitamin C, it's needed maybe now more than ever. So I wander over this machine, and then you came and joined me, and I was amazed because it is a fresh orange juice machine. You put in $4, and it cuts. I don't even know how to explain it. They roll. It's like a whole Rube Goldberg machine. They roll down.
It's not that
They
impressive.
get sliced. They go into a little section, and then you see juice pour into a cup. It cut and processed the whole thing for 5 oranges for 1 cup of juice.
Yeah.
Probably like 12 ounces of juice, fresh squeezed by a machine, orange juice, 5 oranges, $4.
This is 2018.
We live in the future, Matthew. And I'll be honest, I love this machine because I like drinking citrus fruits. I don't like eating them. All that pulp in my mouth, ugh, yuck. I don't mind drinking pulp, but not eating it.
That's weird because you're essentially eating the pulp when you're drinking it.
Yes.
It's getting into your mouth.
But when it's in big pieces,
Yeah.
that it is when you have little wedges of orange, tangerine, grapefruit, what have you, I don't like it. I almost gag on it.
And this had no pulp?
This had minimal pulp,
Minimal pulp.
but fresh squeezed juice.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's like it's in a metro station, but it's fresh squeezed. I feel like it balances itself out. Now it's just regular orange juice.
Because
It's
because
mixed
coming
with the
from the
metro air. And where are those oranges coming from? The logistics of this machine, Sebastian, I feel like it's not as Rube Goldbergish as you might think, because all it seems to do is take the next orange in line and cut it. Those individual slices get pushed away.
Yeah.
And the other one, just by gravity,
Rolls
I'm pretty
down.
sure rolls
Yeah.
down and against this blade. We don't even get to see the crushing mechanism, the
Yeah, you
mechanism
don't
that
see the
juices it.
juicer.
And I feel like that's the pull of this thing. This is what you want to see.
And honestly, I'm going to presume that's because, let's say they clean the juicer once a day. By midday, when we had our juice, when I had my juice just after lunch, that juicer's probably used up and full of pulp and pretty gross looking. You leave a bunch of orange juice pulp on a juicer for hours, it's going to look crusty and gross.
Yeah, it will. That's the thing. That's why I don't understand. This machine can't last for that long. There's too much maintenance
Well, why
required.
not? I mean, if someone could come in perhaps with a new juicer head every day and swap it out and give things not a new one, but let's say we just rotate between 2.
That's daily maintenance?
Yeah, you pop in, you top up the oranges, you clean off the thing, you wipe it down. It's good for tomorrow.
That's the amount of money it would cost for like a service call to replenish the oranges and clean the
I mean, it's probably not a
every
service
day.
call at that point. It's whoever is the owner operator of these juice machines, to let's say they have 2 dozen to pop in every day. That's your full-time job. You go in and you just service every machine.
Do you think after the overhead of all of these machines,
Okay.
and well, like the machines are the most expensive thing. Once you get all those machines, you're going to be in debt.
Yeah.
You get what, a dozen? You said?
I said 2 dozen, but
Okay,
sure.
so you got 24 of these machines all over town.
Sure.
Your day from the moment you wake up to, well,
I'm
probably
saying
not-
like an 8-hour shift.
okay, an 8-hour shift. You're hauling around
You're
a
doing
bunch of
3.
oranges.
You're doing 3 machines a day.
3 machines a day. but
Sorry, 3 machines an hour.
3 machines an hour. There
Yeah.
we go. So is it worth it? Are you getting that much? I mean, they got your $4,
Yeah.
but I didn't see anybody else.
Well, no, that's true.
And $4 for 1 glass of orange juice.
But that machine, its potential payload of oranges was about halfway gone.
well, when they use 5 oranges to produce 1 tiny
That's
glass
true.
of juice,
That's true.
I thought a better option is like, do you want the juice or would you just like the 5 oranges?
That it would be nice if there was like a small sack option.
Or just open up your own sack. Open up your backpack. A bunch of students
okay.
around there. So
That's
they just
true.
open up their backpack and let the oranges roll in.
So you don't think fresh squeezed orange juice from a machine is a good business plan?
I don't think fresh squeezed orange juice anywhere is a good plan, because I go to a restaurant and they say they have the option. I don't even want to call it an option because it's not an option, because
It's
it
a
is the
menu item.
only orange juice
Yes.
you can order is
Fresh
the fresh
squeeze or bust.
Yeah, and it's like, here, try our $6 orange juice, fresh squeezed.
That's what I'm saying. This was only $4.
Yeah, but I was like,
And I can get this on the go.
I want the $1 glass of Oasis orange juice option. It's like, let me have that, because that's all I want. I want something cold. I want the orange taste, but I don't want to spend a bunch of money. It doesn't matter to me if it's fresh squeezed or boxed.
And I'm a fan of Oasis orange juice, Matthew. Don't get me wrong. I've been drinking that stuff all my life. But there is a different taste to a fresh squeezed orange.
Yeah, I guess if you're only drinking the orange juice and you're not drinking it as something to wash away the taste of one item of food, like a hash brown, to make room for the bacon taste, then yeah, you want something fresh, something organic. But I don't know. I don't know if how do you even know that this is the juice from those oranges? It could just all be a ruse.
That's true. They could just be cutting these oranges in two and then letting them sit at the bottom of the machine, and then
that's why you don't see it.
Yeah, exactly. Behind the scenes that we don't see, a box of Oasis is just being tipped over.
Or even just a powder being mixed with some dirty water.
Well, no,
Metro
I mean,
water.
you do. Well, if they do it very cleverly, because you see an orange go in, you see a bunch of juice, and then you wait a little bit more. Another orange goes in, a bunch more juice. 5 oranges later, full cup of juice.
Oh yeah, they worked it all out.
Oh yeah,
they did the
timing. Yeah,
but I don't think it's going to be around for very long.
No, I've got a feeling that this is a weird fly-by-night thing.
Yeah. And that machine doesn't seem like it can ever be repurposed for anything else. At least with a regular vending machine, they're always going to be in demand. You just fill it with different things. This whole contraption
it's a dedicated machine.
Only good for oranges.
See,
maybe
now,
grapefruit.
That's the thing. They would need to rework the machine to have the option to let other fruit roll down.
Yeah. Other fruits can be juiced. Why not make it a machine that is a multi-fruit juicer?
Yeah, but how many citrus fruits that you can juice do you really want? Grapefruit, orange?
Well, I mean, they should have different...
Tangerine?
It should be different.
Mandarin?
I mean, you need the machine to be able to process any size, any manner of fruit.
Okay.
Grapes, you can have some grape
juice. It's going to take a while to do grapes.
200 grapes, one at a time. They just roll down this little contraption. A tiny little blade cuts into them. You can see it all. It's a ginger little cut. And then very soft juicing of it. You get a couple drips. Move on to the next one. It's a long process, but you get to see it.
That's some fresh juice.
I've never had fresh grape juice.
That's true. I haven't either.
But yeah, I don't know. The machine just needs to be able to do everything. Banana juice.
What is that?
Banana squished. Squish a banana.
You're just going to get banana mush.
I guess. I think maybe, you know what you do? You take it, you put it's not pleasant to watch, but you take the banana, maybe 4 or 5 bananas.
And wring them?
Yeah, you put them in a towel, like a cheesecloth. And then you have this machine that just wrings it out. And it's mush, but the juices will seep out of the cheesecloth.
I feel like you're going to get so little juice out of a banana.
Yeah, banana juice. It's not popular.
All right, Matthew. So let's get to rating these burgers. I think for the purposes of this rating, I'm going to take the octopus out of it.
Okay.
Because not really a burger, but I did really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Matthew, are you ready to rate your burgers?
Yep, I am. For all the reasons I said while I described the burgers, I'm just going to give it a blanket rating of 7. Nothing amazing. I mean, I don't know. It would have been... I wonder what a whole burger would have tasted like if they had made one burger and just made it the right size, and I got to really enjoy it and really see what it was like instead of just on to the next one.
But tasting all these different ones didn't help at all?
I found like a lot was lost. I felt like a lot of the taste was lost, and I just didn't... You know what? If one of these burgers was a full burger, it would have gotten a much lower rating. I probably would have given it a 5.
Really?
Yeah, because I felt like it didn't taste like what the ingredients promised me.
Interesting.
But as a taste test, I got to try a bunch of different ones, I'm going to say 7.
Okay, interesting. I'm going to go a little higher.
Okay.
Because I enjoyed all my burgers. Some left a little more to be desired than others. My favorite one of the group might have gotten a quite good rating if it was rated alone. But as a group, I think I'm going to give these burgers an 8.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of higher than I thought I would go. But it seems to justify it. There was filet mignon, there was bison, there was beef. The bison one had a great combination of ingredients, and I really tasted them all and enjoyed them all. So at the low end of the spectrum, some of these burgers can be really just fine and kind of overpriced for a 3-bite burger. On the high end of the spectrum, again, it was like maybe a $6 burger, my favorite one, and I thought it was excellent. I could go back there and just order 4 of those and pretend that it's a real full burger.
That's true.
And then it would be, 6 times 4? That's an expensive burger.
Oh, yes.
That equals 1 expensive burger.
Yeah.
Would you prefer getting a $24 burger?
Not at all.
Matthew, you've got to get going.
I do.
We've got to wrap this episode up. Next week, we're probably just going to get normal sized food.
Yeah, normal.
Maybe
lunch.
maybe not little bits and bites or like